Hello friends. So today I wanted to share with you, my son and I are gonna cold smoke some cheese. We're gonna use our pellet smoker. It has an exhaust stack to the right side, and then we're using the rack out of a Big Chief with a hole cut in the bottom so that then the exhaust smokestack of the smoker vents into this and letting that smoke cool even more. So if you are using like a smoker that puts out more heat, you should wrap it in cheesecloth, your cheese in cheesecloth, so it doesn't just turn into a complete blob and lose it. We are not wrapping it in cheesecloth, but we will be putting aluminum on our racks and sitting the cheese on there. I'd rather not use the aluminum, but just in case we don't want anything to drip through. So we are going to cut our blocks of cheese up into some chunks and get more smoke on more surface area. So let's go ahead and do that.
Do we want to actually wrap these in the foil first so we have a place to put the cheese?
You do that, I'll start cutting.
Okay. Well, I'll make some room.
Okay, I figured this was a good chance to go ahead and use one of my railroad spike knives. And if that doesn't work real well, we got backup. Oh, I should tell you what I'm smoking and what he's smoking. So, I like to smoke a creamier cheese. Tillamook. My son's got extra sharp white cheddar, extra sharp cheddar, and pepper jack. And then I went with a more of a, I don't know, I want to call it a small brew, but a specialty cheese.
Yeah.
So I went with a roasted garlic and a fresh killer dill. But guys, it does make the sharp cheddars really good with the smoke. So we'll get these cut up into chunks and get them prepped. So you got one done?
Yeah.
Okay, let's start placing.
Alright.
Don't need a whole lot of room in between, just a little for the smoke to get around it.
And most of the time, people don't cut up their cheese because if they're smoking it, you have to do the cheesecloth. But since we don't have to, and then we can just cut it up, get more smoke evenly distributed.
Yeah, we're just trying to maximize the exposure of surface area of the cheese to the smoke. Ooh.
Is that the
dill.
garlic?
This is the dill. It's vibrant. That is vibrant.
Yeah, I didn't buy any special cheese this time.
Well, I know you really like pepper jack. It's too spicy for me.
Yeah.
But the sharp cheese, guys, it comes out really nice with the smoke. And I can show you when we get over there. The pellets that are in the pellet smoker right now are still a competition blend. So it mixes a little bit of like hardwood with fruitwood. And then once that's running out, then my son has bought some other bags. So we will also be checking the smoker and see if we need to add any more pellets. But whatever's in there currently is what it'll be using to create smoke. So we can cover that once we get out there. Sorry, bud.
Good, just enough space for us to reach in.
All right. And you can, about halfway through, I think we're going to do about 2 hours of smoking today. We have done more than that, but about halfway through you can rotate your rack so you get, because the bottom's always going to have a little more heat coming in than the top, or if it's hot outside, your top's going to be hotter. But it's currently about 36 or so degrees outside, and it's been snowing today. It's still a little scattered snow right now. So for cold smoking, it's just been really nice to do it in the winter. Just that way we know we are getting the smoke to cool down from the pellet stove and get into this extra smoking chamber and just be a lot cooler. In the summer, if we were trying to do this, I think we would have to wrap it in cheesecloth.
Yeah, we would.
Because I'm pretty sure we'd get a glob.
Yeah, we're already a little close on it melting, but...
Yeah, we have gotten a little deformation in some of it.
But it does increase the taste. Because it...
Yeah, underneath the desk.
Because the more melted it gets, the more...
Just, especially the pepper jack.
Oh, yeah.
It brings a lot more of that oil to like the surface. It pulls it out a little bit. And I'm not a pepper jack fan, but it is really yummy. So
I'm going to be doing bigger chunks this time.
Okay.
Just going to speed up the process a little bit.
You can still cut them one more time if you want.
No, I think I'll be fine.
Okay. Don't want to cheat you.
Oh, yeah. Either way, it's still getting smoked.
It's getting smoked. Oh, got it backwards. No.
No?
No, it's not backwards. It's just, okay, I'm not used to the brace being in the way. But the way the racks are spread out.
Oh, yeah.
Just caught me off guard a little bit.
My goodness. Little slick. There we go.
There you got it. Get this one open for you.
Alright. Not as much of a clean cut on the sharp.
Oh. Yeah, that's coming up a little different.
Guess I get a little sample piece then.
Well, heck yeah, the chef is always supposed to take a sample. Gotta make sure it's good.
Oh, yep. That's good.
Here, I'll trade you.
Alright. Well,
that bar being in the way.
Yeah. Well, there's also a lot more space without cutting it up more.
Well, it's up to you. You could put one more cut in to expose more surface area.
Maybe I'll do this one.
Okay. You're okay with those?
Yeah.
Okay.
But for most people, if you are gonna smoke just for yourself, probably just get the half pounders of cheese. They're roughly like $4. But
at Walmart.
Yeah. But if you're gonna share or you consume a lot of cheese like me, you might want to do bulk, which is about 12.
Yeah, and I think I paid just for these two
Special
pie
cheeses.
pie wedges, 2 pieces. They were like $9 a piece.
Okay,
So
yeah.
the specialty cheese, you are paying more for it.
Yep.
Go ahead.
All
Let
right.
you finagle. All right.
And I'll just put one up on the middle rack.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. So,
Grab the little scraps.
all right, guys. So here's what we've come up with. We got our specialty, pepper jack, white sharp, and cheddar sharp. So we'll go ahead and drop it down inside the
big chief.
big chief. Well, now you're making me work at a different angle here. So I guess it doesn't matter which way I
No.
drop it in for front and back.
Nope. Alright.
Okay, so cheese is loaded into our smoking chamber. So let's head out and get that set up. Alright guys, so we're using a Pit Boss pellet smoker as our smoke source. So we'll get that lit. We actually need power.
Oh,
I forgot to plug in the power.
I'll go do that.
Okay, so we are out at a campfire area of ours, a little cook shack, and so it's got disconnectable power, and I forgot to plug it in. And since this does need power, all right, looks like we're good now. Let's see, I don't think I have a bag of pellets out here, but like I said, this still has competition blend pellets in it. Looks like we're good. So let's go ahead and get this lined up.
Alright.
So if you want to grab that side, I'll
Okay.
help pass to you. And you said the right side is where the hole is?
Yep. So just like that.
Okay.
Okay. Secure.
Okay. All right. Okay. And so guys, I've got grooves cut into this plywood wall that are level with it sitting on this exhaust smokestack. So one other thing I do is I add a little wedge under the lid just to draft a little bit more cooler air with the smoke, so that we are cooling it down, trying to keep this smoking chamber a little cooler than the like 120 degrees or 30 degrees that it is inside the actual smoker. So we turn it on, set the knob to smoke, and we've been finding we like P3 on this Pit Boss. We like the P3 smoke setting. So I'll set that, go around the dial here. Okay, so we're at P3. That tends to run this in these temperatures around 120, 130 degrees. We get the lid on. Let's make sure it gets a tight seal. Okay, and then we always want to make sure that this does fire and start smoking. Just take a couple minutes, but I'm going to let you guys watch so you see this start to take off. Oh, we got plenty.
Yeah, barely goes through any pellets.
Yeah, on a smoke setting, guys, this chamber, I don't know how many pounds it holds, probably close to 10 pounds of pellets, but it lasts a long time on just smoke. If I do like baby back ribs or something like that, I'll usually I'd set it at 250, run it for a half hour to sanitize the unit because it is outside. Then I drop it down on smoke my baby back ribs for like 2 hours, and then hit it up to 225, 250, and run it there for a half hour to an hour to finish them off. But it'll use more pellets, obviously, if it's putting out more heat, but on smoke, very little.
Yeah, definitely an easier process in the winter when we have colder air.
Yeah, because I think even with this, I think this would get too hot in the summer.
Yeah.
I mean, especially if it's 70 to 80 or something degrees out here.
So you're definitely gonna need the cheesecloth.
Yeah, I think cheesecloth is, and maybe we could do a future video in the summer once we're at that temperature and just show the difference. But this seems to work really good out here when it's like under 40 degrees. We're sucking in a little bit cooler air and filling this with lots of smoke. Just seems to work really well. Smell it.
Yeah, it should be getting close.
It's trying. And just so I mentioned, this smokestack does have a cap for it, so you can adjust how much smoke you want to keep into the Pit Boss. But we have removed that to pass all the smoke into the Big Chief as our smoking chamber. And the hole is just slightly smaller than the smokestack, so it can sit on there. Plus there is a brace that goes across it. We did try twice adding a little grate to the top of the smokestack just so I could draw a little bit more cold air in, but we have found we don't need it, and it gives us less smoke when we did this. So this way we're getting a little more smoke. It's a little warmer, but we haven't had a problem.
Definitely smelling it.
Yeah, I'm smelling it, so it should start to see something. Oh, starting to see it.
Okay, yep. So we like to wait till we see the smoke come through the cheese.
Yeah, we want to make sure that we're seeing that, okay, the smoker did light and that we are drafting through the Big Chief.
Okay, yep.
We do have a little viewing window, so if this was just the Big Chief, this is where you could put your little hot plate in and out to reload your chips.
Doesn't look like it's drafted out the top just yet.
No, I'm trying to create a little more draft.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, yep, we're getting smoke. So just things haven't really warmed up enough yet, so it wasn't really drafting yet. All right, why don't you help me on that side so I don't drop this, and we'll re-tuck it. Go ahead and switch down. Oh yeah. Woo. Okay, so now it's getting hard to breathe. You guys can see that in smoke mode, when they light especially. Oh wow. It's a lot of smoke.
Yeah.
So we have found doing this 2 hours is pretty good with the surface area that we gave it for the cheese and the smoke to interact. All right, guys. So we'll stop right there and we'll check back in about an hour, see what things look like. All right, guys. So everything's still running. I'm gonna see if I can get a peek in here. Try and figure out a good way to do this. Okay, still cool. So looks like things are still going good, so we'll let it go for 1 more hour and get things wrapped up, hopefully. Alright guys, so it's been 2 hours. Just show you here settings on our Pit Boss. So it's flashing 125 because it's a little low on temperature. I think it likes 130 or something. So it is running low, but that helps us even more. So we're at 2 hours. We're gonna pull it and we'll go over to the studio and show you what it looks like and see how things are going. So let's go ahead and turn this to off. So you turn the knob to off so that it can finish its burn cycle. Then you turn the actual power off after it's had a chance to burn out of the burning pot. Alright bud, so let's pass this to me. I'll get it on the table. Okay. Alright, here I'll give you guys a view. So there's what the top looks like. So we're gonna go set it up in the studio and we'll pull out the trays.
Oh yeah, the bottom ones.
Ooh yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah, it actually melted a little bit. So the bottom one does seem to deform, and we didn't rotate them. But a lot of times it's good to rotate them halfway through. But I think we're good.
Heck yeah. And I brought one bag for you.
Okay.
Two to separate the pepper jack and the shorts.
Okay, so there. Is that gonna slide out? Ooh, that might not slide out with that bar.
Yeah, that might be tricky.
Oh yeah. See there, we actually had some melting. There's like what looks like butter on that one. Oh yeah, it's all sweaty. So some oils cooked out of that. Try and grab this cheese here, the tall. I think if I just grab the tall one, I can slide out the rest. We'll see.
Yeah, it might be a little grabby.
All right guys, so that's the process we use. Give a little taste here. Very yummy. All right.
It smells good.
Yeah, it smells great. Okay, well thank you for watching. Please hit that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up. Have a great day, guys.